guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, and I just want to quickly come up here and share some important realizations that I've had recently. Yeah, and this message is specifically dedicated to my self-actualizers out there. Um, because I feel like when you're like trying to realize your dreams and going after like a big ass dream of yours, usually it's really easy to get beaten down by society or like kind of start doubting yourself, especially if you suffer from like self-doubt or self-worth issues. Um, and so I just wanna, I guess, share with you guys like a realization that I had that was really helpful in helping me um overcome this insecurity issue whenever I feel them, which is understanding that nobody knows what's going on in this world. What I mean by this is that nobody knows what the exact right way to live life is. And because knowing that would require you to know that, uh, okay, fuck, hold on. This is distracting me. Myself is distracting myself. Like, looking at myself is distracting me from talking. But yeah, I have my notes, in my phone, and I'm trying to like, I am trying to, do like messages series without having to edit it. Like, yeah, like certain topics I want to like edit it and use my camera with like super high quality kind of format. And certain messages I just want to do it like low key and chill and like kind of comfy vibes or cozy vibes. Yeah. But I have, oh my God, I'm sorry. I have my notes in my phone. I'm just gonna quickly looking pull it out. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, kind of like nervous right now. I don't know, like every time I talk in front of the camera, I'm like kind of nervous. Okay. So essentially I wanna talk about how like yeah, so basically if you wanna know how to like the knowing the exact right way, the one way, the one right way to live life would require you to know the universal truth, right? Like of the universe, like the ultimate truth of why we exist on this planet, which brings us back to like spirituality and yeah, like basically it's a very spiritual philosophical topic to ponder about on on right? Um, but I feel like that wait, what do I wanna okay, yeah, but if you like really ponder on this topic and like if you're like really into spirituality, I guess you would recognize and realize how powerful human beings or like just divinity is and like our consciousness is. And I guess what I want to do is to like awaken you guys or remind you guys of this like cosmic consciousness and this like divine consciousness within us. And um like how do you know if you're connected to this consciousness is when you are connected you would feel like you can do anything like given that it's within the physical constraint of this physical reality, meaning like I guess like quantum physics and like biology, neuroscience, etc. But if you actually like look deep into these topics you would realize that like the more you look into it the trippier it gets. Like, yeah, like just we don't like nobody knows what the true reality of this reality is, I guess. And we're just so like okay, so if you want to find the truth, the best way is to rely on yourself and be an independent researcher. Like go out there and find the information, find the right information, find the truth by yourself instead of listening to other people because we're all like think about it. Every human being, no matter how like what big of an expert it is or he or she is, um, like we're all human and then when we were born, we were kind of like a baby and then we were conditioned immediately exposed to like societal or family conditioning and then you just grow up. So like there's a saying that like adults are just kids in like bigger bodies, I guess. But yeah, like essentially um no like just because you're yeah, basically nobody knows what's going on. Like yeah, like age doesn't guarantee maturity and understanding of the world, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, like basically, I guess the whole point is to like remind yourself that don't listen to other people's like sayings. Like if you truly feel something that's like is right for you in your heart, like in terms of your dreams, just go after it like with full force, and like don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because as long as this is some like what you want to do is something within the physical limit, like at least to our understanding right now, maybe like in the future we'll realize that, oh hey, like humans can fly or something, or like, oh shit, like we can project our consciousness to something, blah blah blah. Like maybe in the future we can like verify that, but like just as long as something that is within the physical constraint of this reality, you can accomplish it. And that is what I call divine consciousness, or yeah, cosmic intelligence or cosmic consciousness. And if you have never connected to this with this before, hopefully this video can help you like kind of get in touch with it. But because like if you've never connected with it, then it's hard to know whether you are connected with it or not, because you don't know what it feels like to be in that state, right? But if you have, and like, because like it's hard to like, I guess it's not hard, but it's impossible, or it's like it's uh how do I put it, like it's normal, I guess it's normal, yeah, to have like a shifting state, like internal state, because like it's hard to maintain just one single state, or yeah, impossible to maintain one single state throughout your life, right? And so I just want to share with you guys how I um put myself back into this state, like this creator state, and this like powerful in tune state, whenever I don't feel like it. And this is something that's like that I've been figuring out like just recently. Otherwise, I would have shared it with you guys like a long time ago. But so essentially, you wanna so like now that we so basically the first thing is you have to understand what the state is. Like this state is what I just described. Like you feel like you can do anything and everything because it's true. Like think about it, if it's like if you were just like an ancient human being, like put on Earth like a long time ago, right? And then you might be like, oh, I want to build a house, and maybe like during that time it was like really impossible, like or something. But if you just keep believing in yourself, and then like think of just believing in yourself, then you would slowly figure out ways to like, I don't know, cut woods and then like start building, like yeah. So essentially you gotta just get in touch with that state and connect with divinity and the divine realm, yeah. Okay, so essentially, oh, and also, okay, let's just talk about how to get into that state. So one thing I find really helpful, and it's meditation. And meditation is like a lot of there are so many ways to do meditation, and like I don't think anyone knows what the exact right way is, so like that's why you really need to be your own independent researcher, and like your own, yeah, independent researcher on this planet and in your life. And you don't have to be humble to other human beings, because sorry, I don't want to seem too cocky, but it's the truth, like, because nobody is above others. Like, yeah, like you can always, yeah, basically. And the best way is to rely on yourself, but be humble to nature, not to other people or like man-made rules. Even though like you have to respect them because they're made up by other human beings. And it's like it kind of represents a collective value, but this value might not be right, because like this collective, like the people who made up this collective thing might not be as aware, and yeah, as aware as you are, like for real, especially for like, younger generations, or like star seeds, like aka like, I don't know, like just divine child, I guess. So like just understand that nothing is uh your limitation. Like don't be humbled by like society or like other people. Be humble to nature, and understand that the only constraint you face on this planet is the physical constraints, which we don't even know what the physical constraints are yet. And also time. This is why like after I realized this, I just literally like I started living every single day as my like a brand new day, because it is, and we're gonna talk about it real quick afterwards. And also like I started living my dream life, and like my state is just like every day is like so on point, okay, anyways. So yeah, meditation, how I what I found is what I found to be super powerful, and this is like what I realized recently, is to like when meditate and then first focus all of your like attentions back, like pull all of your attention back and then focus it on one point. And I like to focus it on like the third eye position, like right here, because I feel like this is also kind of, it's my mindset. So like if I do it, if for me, I feel like I'm enhancing my intuition. And you know, you guys probably know like the mindset effect's pretty powerful. So like yeah, for me it's like really helpful to focus it on the third eye. And then once I feel like I can like maintain my focus, like because honestly like your focus, controlling your mind and your focus is the most, I feel like the most powerful force you can control in your life in terms of making things happen for you and navigating through life. So like yeah, like focus it. Once you feel like you can focus it, just try to like focus that on your vision, on your goals, and let go of anything limiting, or like what other people say, or like anything that makes you feel like you're not enough and like lacking. And then just like focus, like place that singular focus on your goals and visualize it, like how it feels to like have, like visualize whatever that can help you get yourself moving and like creating, stepping into the next step. For me, sometimes it's like I like visualizing the result because I like motivating myself with like how I would feel and like the dream life I would be living, and like just visualizing that, visualizing my dream self and like who I am. And after that, like after, okay, so like basically, yeah, basically just do anything that you can, like in terms of visualization, to put yourself in the state of creating and moving towards your goals and being aligned with your dream self. Yeah, and that's like very important to like start putting yourself in this in the role of your dream self and stay dedicated to it. Like make every decision in every second in terms of, is this decision gonna raise my self-worth, my value, or decrease it? Like because the more you feel like yourself is worthy of your dream self, the more you're gonna attract, and your actions are gonna be aligned with your dream self, if that makes sense. Like yeah, and I've talked about how like it's helpful to have like a very clear vision of who you want to become, blah blah blah, in my past videos, but maybe I'll talk about it more later. But I'm just gonna like finish talking about what I want to talk about this in this episode. Okay. Okay. So yeah, like that's what I find really helpful in terms of focusing or connecting with divine consciousness, like feeling like I'm so powerful, I'm like the divine being here, and I can do whatever I want. Like I can accomplish anything I want. I set my mind to. Yeah. And another way is that's really helpful is to go out in nature. And if you guys don't know, like maybe like look up human design chart. It's like a spiritual system school of thoughts, I guess. And then in this school of thought, it kind of gives you like a recommendation of the place that would bring you the most perspective. For me, it would be like the mountains. Like this is like I just found out about this like 2 days ago. So yeah, I'm like really new to this too. So I don't really know a lot about it. But basically, um, go out in nature and like look at nature, like the moon or like the trees. But I find looking at the moon up to now, like I guess the most profound, at least for me. And then like just realize how grandiose and like how majestic, I guess, how divine nature is. And like yeah, and then once you connect with that, like at least for me, I would just feel like okay, other people's like narrow-minded projections or like thoughts, beliefs are just like I like why would I listen to them? And also like they're not valid. Yeah, they're just like not super valid, because I know that I have been like an independent kind of researcher like throughout my life. Like I've always like looked deeply into information, thought deeply into concepts and stuff, topics that I'm interested in, and etc. etc. So like I trust myself, like I trust my own judgment. And if you don't have that trust in yourself yet, be your own independent researcher and go out there and like gain the information, gain the skill sets, gain the experiences to make yourself the person that you can rely on, because you are, there's only one person you can rely on ever in this life, which is yourself, you know. um and that is yourself. Yeah. And so like um train yourself and like make yourself to be that kind of person that you can rely on. Yeah, like stably. And that's like super, super powerful. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and that raises a lot of your self-worth. And when your self-worth is high, you can create and attract more abundance. And speaking of which, I kind of want to talk about money too, because this is like also like a realization that I've noticed or realized recently. So, you know how like I talked about, okay, yeah, okay, so everything in the society, like fame, expertise, abundance, money, right? Everything is like rules made up by humans. And if that's the case, then you can win at this game because you're a human, and these rules are like made up by other humans, so it's like not in nature, it's not like above you, because nature really, like for me, in my opinion, is like really above us all, like all species. We abide by the universal rules of things, the universal law of things, right? Even though like we can't really characterize it very accurately yet, but it is there. That's why physics exists. You know, like that's why physics, people in the physics field, like physicist, or yeah, physicist, they that's their job, finding out the rules of the universe, the universal laws, and etc. Like how everything operates, right? Anyways, so that we have to abide by that, and we have to be humble by that to them, because it, yeah. But like if it's man-made, then you can win. And how you can win? You connect with the cosmic consciousness and like divine intelligence. Yes. And then, oh yeah, and money represents the value that you can create for the masses. Um, like the more value you can create for, like the more net value you can create for everybody, like in terms of like everybody, the more money you're gonna gain. And that is through like serving other people. Okay, so like I'm also like at the beginning of this journey. Okay, so like this might be a little bit premature of a insight, but I guess it's enough for us to like talk about it and get the ball rolling, I guess. Yeah. Um let me see. Just real quick. That's a lot. Okay, yeah. So like an example is like for entertainers, why they can, the reason, and the value, I meant the value is like the true value, you know, like true value in terms of the universal law of things kind of value. Like for entertainers, the reason why they can make so much money is because they can literally make their listeners or like their audience embody a different vibration, like literally like throughout their whole body. You know, like for example, you listen to music and you all of a sudden feel super empowered, and happy, etc. Like that's that musician or artist like helping, like literally sending you good vibrations through their art and creation. And of course that, like if that can, people, okay, if they can raise people's vibrations, like literally like, you know, change their entire vibrational state or internal state, then that's a lot of value, and they deserve to have that much money, you know, etc. Because money is used by human beings, so like the more value you can create for like other human beings, the more gains you're gonna get in return, basically. Yeah. And the last point I want to talk about is how I realized that it's so important to enjoy your life right now, like literally every second. Because first of all, we're all stars of our lives. Like literally, I don't know how to explain. Like I haven't figured out a way to like really accurately describe this feeling, I guess. But like once you realize that you are literally the star of your life, like whatever you choose to do, you are the star. Like if you can like embody that, like I'm a star, like I'm a star, like that, like I'm very worthy and valuable, and I shine bright, etc., etc. Like a star, like a diamond. Um, like you're just so magnetic and attractive. Like I've had this experience on New Year's Eve. Like I all of a sudden had that download, I guess. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm the star of my life. And then things just started happening so magically on that night and afterwards too. And I was like, oh my God, shit, like this is literally like a reality shift for me. Anyways, but yeah, so I want to remind you guys that you are the star of your life. And if I can think of a better way to like communicate this feeling better in the future, I will share with you guys. But right now, I just wanna like ponder on this. Like, what does it mean to be the star of your life? It means that your energy affects other people, and focus on yourself. If once you can focus all of your energy on yourself and put yourself in a really high vibrational state, things are just gonna be like very things are gonna get attracted to you, and also you're gonna attract a lot of attention, and you're gonna have a lot of power to affect other people around you, like all of the people around you, because your energies are like bigger than them, I guess, or like brighter because you're a star, and more infectious in infectious infectious, right? Haven't used this word in a long time. It's kind of like lost it. But is it infectious? Infectious. Yes, it is. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. So the enjoy life now part. That's like the last topic that we're gonna talk about. Okay, like the last part. So like I asked ChatGPT twice, like generate a scenario of my dream life or a day of my dream life, and then ChatGPT just gave me like a scenario. Basically, if you summarize it, or you guys can try it with ChatGPT yourself, it's like first you wake up in your dream home, with like your dream like in the with a beautiful landscape, or like within a beautiful nature spot, because nature is so beautiful, like that's so divine. Divinity is beauty, beauty is divinity, right? Like I think so, yeah. And then you engage in meat, like you eat very very healthily, and something that's like really nourishing for your body, because if you're like truly grounded in your body, you would realize that the healthier you eat, the better you feel, and the better you feel, you have more energy, and like more like you feel more happy, and then you like have more energy to do things, and you're just gonna live a more fulfilling life. And the third thing is to immerse yourself with your interests and passions, and hone in and work on your interests and passions. Use the time wisely. Use your time wisely to hone in these talents and skills, and etc. And then the fourth thing is to be surrounded by loved ones, including friends and family. And yeah, but these relationships need cultivation. Like it depends on each other, everybody's lives. But for me, I feel like my relationships are usually pretty profound. In terms of there are a lot of like triggering like both ways, and then healing both ways, and then just like a lot of profound interactions, I guess. So yeah, that but like you gotta stay committed and loving and forgiving and accepting and understanding towards your loved ones, like that's my philosophy in life, at least, because I do really value my family and friends, my loved ones, my inner circle. So fuck, my inner circle. Yeah, okay. And what's the fifth one? I took a picture of it. Let me just like look at it real quick. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I guess it was like kind of okay. And the fifth thing is like good health and explorations, both physically and mentally. Like you can't just stay stuck, because it's not gonna bring you a fulfilling sense of feeling. You have to like explore, expand your horizons, both mentally and physically. And also gotta remain hopeful and optimistic, and like understand or like realize, yeah, truly appreciate the fact that your life, like every second is a new second, a new like future, new reality, and it exists endless possibilities and excitement. And yeah, like it's life is for yours to enjoy, and to like go out there and explore, and yeah, like realize that. And this is also part of divine consciousness, I think, because it's part of the divine consciousness that we just talked about. And so like, and okay, yeah, basically you can start living that life right now, because I honestly like I struggle with this hella, because I just always feel like I'm not enough, and I want to obtain this and this and this in order for me to like happy and enjoy my life. But okay, so like first of all, in terms of routine and like work and stuff, balance is really key, because if you don't balance your life, like if you just keep working, it's not sustainable. Like you're just gonna crash. And I've had that experience so many times in my life. Like it just crash, and then I can't do anything for like a while, and like things would just kind of go to shit or went to shit. Yeah. Oh my god, things would just like go to shit or went to. I don't know. It depends on which. I guess it depends on if it's happening in the future, or the present, or in the past. Anyways, okay. Um, and in terms of the dream home, obviously, like we like that needs a lot of money, and the money thing, I know, like if you're worried about money and like sustaining yourself, it's really hard to like enjoy your life. Like, that's why it's important to have like a stable income, I guess, like a anchor kind of. This is also something that I've been learning recently. Okay, like essentially, like understanding what money is. It's basically the value you're creating for other people, and like understanding that like serving other people anyway, like in any way that can earn you money is like a very honorable thing. I think the Bible or like Christianity also like kind of support or not support promotes advocates for this kind of thinking, and I think it's true. Like I think I agree with this. Um, and damn, like it's already 25 minutes. Oh my God. I thought this video would be like within 10 minutes, but I guess I'm just like talkative and I haven't been exposing myself lately, and there's just like a lot of thoughts in my head. I want to get it out, I guess. Okay. Um, yeah. What was it again? I lost it again, but it's okay. I'm gonna get it back. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, yeah. So like have just like a stable income, and then try to, try really, really your hardest, and like do it well. Yeah, do your best to monetize your interest and passion, so you can start engulfing your life, like design your life in a way that is that makes you feel like you're engulfed by your interests and passions and like love and passion, yeah, that kind of feeling. And don't let the society design your life for you. You know what I mean? Like, of course the institutes and the institutions are there to help people. Like, they are only valuable if they're helping people to achieve their goals. But if they're like dragging people down or like limiting people from truly living out their full potential, then they're not doing their job right. And they should be reformed or like broken down, basically, because the institutions, like people started institutions to help to make this whole like going, like realizing your dreams more efficient, not the other way around. Because if that's the case, well, like recognize that they're doing their job wrong, and you don't want to waste your life, because you don't want to waste your life on that. Okay, and you only have one life. Even though I believe in reincarnation, you only have one life living as the person you are today. Like for me, I only have one life as Christine Jun Hao, so like I'm gonna make my life worthwhile, and I'm gonna like fully live out my desired ego as Christine Junhao, because your ego is basically how you like present yourself to the world as you. Like for me, it will be like as Christine Junhao, like who I am, who am I guess. Yeah, and I'm gonna like make really good use of it. Yeah, I am so grateful that I realize this fact like right now, not like when I'm like 80 or something. So yeah, and once you realize that you are the star of your life, and that time, literally time, is like so valuable. It's like the only constraint that you face, basically, like the hardcore constraint, basically, that you face. And we know that because everybody dies. Like we know this for a fact, as a matter of fact. So like every second and every minute, and this really helped me change my procrastination, or at least better now. Like help me overcome more and more on my procrastination problems, because I realize that every second, every minute is like super precious. I don't want to waste a minute doing things that is not going to make myself feel good, both in the short term and the long term. Because when you procrastinate, you don't feel good in the moment, right? And if you like abuse drugs or like pleasurable events, you don't really feel good at the moment either. It's just you don't feel good. Like if right? Like you only don't feel as bad because of the cravings, but you don't feel good. So like just recognize that, and it's gonna change your life. At least it did. It changed my life, how I approach life. Yes. Okay. And also like in terms of dream home, like I know not everyone like has a dream home, like, and honestly like before, so like when I was living in LA, like I'm currently in Vancouver, but like when I was living in LA, the house that I was, or the studio, I guess, like I was living in, it was like really, really small, and like really, really super small. Like yeah, but I still made it like very comfortable for myself, like you don't have to be super luxurious in order to have like your dream home. Just make that environment really comfortable and like good energy, good energy, and do it within your budget. Like I didn't spend a lot of money, to be honest. Like I just the only thing I think the only thing I bought, except for like a few really like plastic kind of like closet from IKEA. I just got like a vintage kind of like shelf, and that cost me like $20 in LA, like from a vintage store. And then I really like good lighting. So essentially, like yeah, like know what you like start learning about yourself, your preferences, and then put that like decorate your environment in a way that represents your energy, that's conducive to your energy, and then like try to see it, try to be grateful for that space that you own, you know, like that's your safe space, that's your space, to, you know, like be there and stuff, and just be grateful and try to see it as your dream home. Like for me now, like I honestly feel like I'm living in my dream house like when I was a kid. Yeah, kind of. I know like it's not super like, but anyways, like for me it is, you know, like if I can see it as my dream place to be living in, then I'm living that reality for myself. And it doesn't matter what other people think, you know, because I'm living that reality and I'm really happy. And the most important thing is like, yeah, recognize that you are the star of your life every second, and remind yourself to like connect to cosmic consciousness, blah, blah, blah. And the second thing is to be happy. Like try your best to be happy and upbeat and optimistic every second, because the more you can feel happy in your life, the more wins, right? Like the more winner you are in life, because yeah, you're feeling happy and fulfilled more than other people. Or let's not compare yourself to other people, that's a distraction. Basically, yeah, you want to fill your limited life with more time of you being happy instead of you being sad. And you know, even though sadness and like darker emotions are essential too, yeah, so like everything's like balance, about the balance, but you guys know what I mean, right? Like just try to stay optimistic most of the time, and enjoy life, enjoy life. Yeah, that's essentially the message. Oh my god, okay. Okay, yeah, and that's all for today's video. Or yeah, it's like 30 minutes. I'm not gonna edit it because I don't know, I just want to keep it real, and I really want to train myself to be like a one take wonder. Yeah, like just can't do any like can um do extemporaneous speaking in one take and do a good job in conveying my message. Because I before, okay, so like let's chat for like a few minutes, because I do have something that I want to tell you guys too. I'm just gonna drink some water. Oh, okay, I mean, sorry, because I've been talking for like so long and like my throat is so dry. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so like before I was just like get really fixated on the vocabularies that I use, or like the sentence structure even, like because I want to sound really concise and straight to the point, etc., etc. But then I realized that language is literally just a tool for us to like communicate our thoughts and our consciousness to each other. And it doesn't matter what words or etc. like you use, as long as the other person can get the meaning of what you're trying to communicate. That's the most important thing. So like after I realized that, I don't see like language as like something that's like above me, like even though I never really seen it that way. But excuse me, you guys know what I mean, right? Like yeah, essentially you are above language, and the most important thing is to communicate your message um effectively, and let the other person understand your meaning and what you're trying to achieve in terms of an objective. Yeah. And also like I was thinking to have like a daily message thingy, um like this, because yeah, like I don't know, like I wanted to be like an anchor to people, like a beacon of hope, I guess. Like if especially for my self actualizers out there, because for me every day when I wake up, like now I'm getting a lot better at it because I've been training myself to, but like most often than not, I would kind of not be in a state of this God divine consciousness. Yeah, but I've started to like figure out how to put myself in that state every morning, every day, because it's important. Otherwise, I can't self actualize, you know. Because like yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe I should just put myself in that state and then film and then output my thoughts and energy to the world, and you know, like help people. Because if you don't feel like you are in that state, then you can rely on looking at my video, and knowing that I would upload a video every single day to help you. But I don't know if I can really commit to that and like I don't know if I can carry out that plan of mine because I realized that like a lot of the times it's because I'm still at the very beginning of my journey, that I would kind of overcommit myself and to idealize things. But right now, I feel like the commitment is okay. I'm just gonna try it out, okay? Like, don't, yeah, I really hope I can do that. If not every single day, at least like every other day or something. Yeah, I don't know, like, because I do wanna make this like, I don't want to say like a full-time job because it's not full-time, but I do want to be consistent on this project and be consistent on um my energy output and my creations and my messages. Yeah. Um, and my plan is to, should I announce it right now? I feel like, yeah, I think I should because I should be open with my audience, right? Yeah. So my plan is to, if I have like messages like today, I will just like share them. If I don't, I'm not gonna force anything because that's just gonna like hinder my art, my creation. Because I realized that like for some YouTubers or like just people, like when they're just like super fixated on the objective of putting out a video every week, for example, sometimes their topics like not even that helpful or like genuine or authentic. It's more like doing it for the sake of doing it. But I don't want to do that, and I can't, like, if you know me personally, I can't force myself to do something that I don't want. Like I just can't. I don't know why. Like probably because like my feeling is like super strong. Like if you're into astrology, like I'm very like my chart is like a lot of water sign, and like the human design chart is also like my decision is always based on my feelings. But yeah, I like it though because I'm following my heart. I feel like it's so easy to just follow my heart. Like setting, my setting is really my setting makes it easy to follow my heart, and I like it. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, but what I was thinking is that if I don't have a message to share, I can just do a tarot reading for you guys because like um I'm actually I've actually been learning tarot. Like if you've been following me, you probably know that I like tarot cards. And I realized that I'm really good at it. Like at least like my friends and like my family, what they've been telling me that I'm pretty good at it. So like I can also do that as like a daily guidance thingy. Or I can just like talk about my life if there's because like my life is pretty interesting. Something yeah like happened in my life like a few days ago. It was like a big thing. Essentially, it taught me to like never lie again. And yeah, like nothing, like not only nothing is worth sacrificing my integrity to for in terms of lying, but also it's gonna seep into all areas of your life, like all aspects of your life, and it's gonna affect your self-worth and etc etc. And also it's gonna what's it called like yeah like affect your self-worth, and I think that's the biggest downside to it. Oh yeah, yeah, and then you have to like make up lies and lies after lies, like it just always happens like that. So I guess I learned my lessons to like never lie again. But yeah, honestly, there's no but. I'm not gonna lie again because like that lie, when I lied it, I was kind of like out of trying to protect myself. But I realized that if I can't um what's it called like handle the consequences of this thing that I'm trying to like cover, I guess, then that means I'm still like weak and like I'm still like not strong enough. Then I should probably take the punishment, take the consequences, and learn my lesson the hard way, you know? So like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that and like not escape from the problems in the future. Yeah. So like basically I can share my life and just like talk or something. Maybe. I don't know. See, okay, I know. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna carry out this plan and see how it goes. And yeah, thank you guys for being here and like being my audience. That means I should stop talking. Yeah, but I want to say that the cannabis project is still in the work and it's coming. It's probably going to be coming soon. It's definitely more difficult than I thought it would be, but I don't think it will disappoint. Yeah, I really don't think so. So please stay tuned for this project and it's coming soon. I'm working hard on it. I am like some days I would just feel so stuck on it like because like researching, I guess, like as a being, especially if you're doing it on your own, like independent researcher kind of, it's not easy, you know, like because the knowledge is just so vast and so deep and like everywhere, like you can go in any direction basically at any point of time. And sometimes you just really gotta rely on your intuition, and that intuition doesn't come when you want it to come, you know. Sometimes you gotta like let it cool off a little bit and zoom out a little bit and see the whole perspective in order to like see like where to go next, kind of, and where to investigate next, kind of, you know. And so like it took me definitely longer than so much longer than I expected, but um I think it's worth it because it's knowledge and it's sacred. It's like we're trying to find the truth here, right? Like so it's sacred and it's worth to put in that much time and effort and energy to work on it. So yeah, and I really, really did. So like I really don't think it's gonna disappoint. Like I know it's not gonna disappoint, okay? Like I'm confident. So yeah. Stay tuned for that and really, really love you guys. I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. It just makes me so happy. Um, yes, I will try to be no no no. I will be reliable. I will be reliable and I will put myself in this fucking sorry. God and divine consciousness every day, every morning to give you guys good energy. Yeah. And I really love you guys. Stay tuned for whatever I do in the future. And yeah, let's all do this. Let's all self actualize. And love you guys, love you guys, love you. Ah, okay. Bye. Love you guys. Bye. Okay. Yeah.